Well, Rake 2 is the direct sequel to Rake. The movie begins with where its predecessor left off, means the fateful night where Rake drew its conclusion. We could see a 4-man SWAT team who were heading to the building to control the situation. Their names were Jeff, Martos, Lara and Rosso. But we couldn't see Rosso as he was recording the journey. They had minor cameras installed in their helmets. That's how they were connected to each other. The road was busy and there was a health doctor who was also about to enter the building with the SWAT team. Then we see a man came running, but the cops restrained him. The man was none but Jennifer's father from Rake, who went for the medicine. Moments later, the SWAT team along with Dr. Owen entered the building. Dr. Owen told the team if they wanted, they could take off their mask as the contagion spreads through biting or saliva. Dr. Owen proceeded to the apartment where Angela and Pablo entered in the previous movie. Dr. Owen was beholding the same experimental chamber, the same photo on the wall, and some medical reports. Some sounds from the lower floor drew their attention. They came to check. Martos entered a room where an infected woman attacked and beat him. As the consequences, Martos turned one of the zombies. He invaded the remaining crew, but Dr. Owen came there, pronounced some incantations that placated Martos. The SWAT team closed him in a room, and Dr. Owen set a crucifix on the door to stop him. The crew asked him what was happening inside the building and required an explanation from him. Being compelled, he unveiled that he was a priest, not a doctor. In other words, it was no ordinary virus, but an evil who can possess anybody through biting or saliva. The priest told that the women's photo he witnessed on the upper floor was Tristana Medeiros and exhibited the presages of demonic possession first. Also added that a man, Father Albelda, was assigned to conduct the experiments and invent an antidote from her blood. When things went awry, he confined the women in the room so that the virus couldn't escape. Later, the priest told the chief that Father Albelda must have kept her blood sample somewhere in that apartment, and without collecting that, they couldn't get out of the building. They headed to that apartment to find the blood sample. They observed few child-related experimental documents. Then a little kid invaded them from above and locked himself inside the attic. The SWAT team began shooting the roof and discovered a cadaver fell from the attic. The person was none but Father Albelda. The infected kid reappeared and attacked Chief. Father Owen shot him in the head. Afterwards, Lara went to the attic where the blood sample was inside a cell. While returning, he saw another evil child who was approaching to attack him, but he shut the cell at the right time and came out. Father Owen tried to exercise on the blood. As the blood was tainted, it caught fire, even the test tube that Chief was holding. Being startled, he dropped the tube. Father Owen, being infuriated, told Chief that the thing they came here to collect, he ruined. Then they had to get the blood from Tristana. The father received a security call saying some civilians were seen inside the building. Father told them that without his order, none should be allowed to go out. After leaving the room, they came across Jennifer's father and shot him, thinking him zombie. When they threw him from the floor, they saw 3 kids and a man. You will be let know later who these kids and the person were. They were climbing down the stairs to find those adolescents. Suddenly, a horde of zombies appeared to set on them. While fighting for survival, Lara got separated from the crew. Having found himself infested with zombies, he shot himself. Here, Rosso, Chief, and Father Owen got into a room where they saw a corpse of a woman and a rocket stick. Then we see Martos' camera turned active that was showing the same kids and the man. They were about to proceed to them, but Jennifer assailed them abruptly. The father tried to placate her and find Tristana's whereabouts. Jennifer Owen so offensive that the chief had to slay him. Then the scenario shifted to the young people who were Ito, Mayer and Ori. They were setting firecrackers in next building. Some officer asked them to leave the building. They saw Father Owen, the SWAT team, and one head of the department officer were talking about going inside the building. They also noticed a man begging to the officers to enter the building. The person was Jennifer's dad. When the SWAT team refused him, he sought the aid of a fireman. The firefighter agreed as his two colleagues Alex and Manu were trapped inside the building. Thus, those three kids, having followed their steps, got inside the building through sewer tunnel. When the fireman realized that he was followed by three young teens, he had a disagreement with them and ordered them to leave the place. But it was too late. The door was sealed by the force. Later, all the people headed to the Jennifer's apartment with Jennifer's father, where Jennifer's infected mom attacked them. Tito, having set the fire to a rocket, shoved in the woman's mouth. The cracker exploded in her mouth and she died. Later, the fireman went closer to the window and the SWAT team began shooting at them from outside. Probably that was the time when Father Owen was informed that some people were seen inside the building. The teenagers and the man left the room by saving themselves from the bullets. Jennifer's father went upper floor where he was shot and thrown from above. The kids and the firemen, being frightened of the SWAT team, hid themselves in a room where Marthos was locked. Having heard a cry from the room, they opened the door and Marthos attacked them. The girl named Ori picked up a gun and shot the fireman inadvertently instead of Marthos. Later, shot him too. Moments later, the remaining SWAT team showed up and discovered Tito beaten by Marthos. Father Owen closed Tito in a room and then Angela resurfaced in front of them. The chief examined if she was infected, but she wasn't. Later, Father Owen tried to find out Tristana's location through Tito. The evil stated that they wouldn't be able to reach her. You went there, but you couldn't witness her. She will remain safe in her dark world. When Father asked Angela how she could see her, she told that in night vision camera. It was proven true that what our sight couldn't behold, the camera did. They again reached Tristana's apartment. They couldn't see anything in bare eyes, but after turning on the night vision camera, they saw a different door. They entered another room where several experimental instruments were there. They saw a well in night vision mode. The chief stood beside the well and unexpectedly Tristana dragged him to the well. Only 3 people were alive then: Rosso, Angela and Priest Owen. Then he saw Tristana in night vision mode, but she couldn't spot them as she was visually impaired. Then Father Owen's communicating device making sounds and Tristana set on him. By the time Angela, taking a gun, shot Tristana means the evil. Angela's demeanor significantly altered. She started beating the priest and shot Rosso. She sat on Father Owen and he observed that Tristana resurrected inside Angela. She bashed his head against the floor and killed him. She imitated Father Owen's voice and said to the SWAT team that everybody is dead, only one woman is alive, and he couldn't go out as he got infected. They inquired how the woman was unaffected. Then we see a flashback where Angela was dragged by Tristana, but she didn't kill Angela. She transmitted the contagium inside her instead to reborn and get out of the building. Angela gave a satanic smile looking at the camera, and here the film Rec 2 comes to an end. Well, that was the profound narration of the movie Rec 2. That sequel is better than prequel is scarcely seen nowadays. I recommend you to watch the movie, and I think you'll definitely like it. Well, that's all for today. Thank you.